I'm telling you, bro, Hollywood has absolutely nothing on society. That's why there's such a wide array of things that I can talk about on this channel, because entertainment, it just encompasses so much. So much. And you can't tell the difference because it's not like you can make out the differences between movies and real life. For those of you who don't know what's going on, when you look at this trailer or advertisement, what is the first thing you think of? Because to me, this kaleidoscope of dudes in different scintillating colors looks like either a dystopian horror movie, something that's meant to look captivating but has a deep scarred shadowy allure that lets us know that there's not all is what it seems, or one might think it's some kind of avant-garde fashion show or a commercial for frickin' Crayola. This is the entire commercial, by the way, and you still don't know what the frick is going on. Maybe it has something to do with paint, right? Would you have figured looking at this commercial that it is a commercial for a car? Because I wouldn't have. The Jaguar brand has been around for a long period of time, and it's understandable that things would need rebranding, but to be honest, this weird-ass commercial doesn't show anything about the car, and it makes absolutely no sense. It doesn't even showcase what they're supposed to be selling. If anything, they probably were trying to get people to talk about it because of how ridiculous it is. If their idea was to get people talking about it, due to how seemingly controversial it has become, then I guess they achieved their goal. But to what end, though? Manatee Brothers out there, what is wrong with just showing the product? What's wrong with just showing the cars? Are they not that confident in their product that they have to spark controversy in order to get people to even look at them? I mean, I guess, because here we are giving them free marketing for God knows whatever the hell it is they're supposed to be selling. And as far as I know, really rich white dudes are the ones that mostly buy Jaguars. Am I wrong? So is this really for them as an audience? A commercial with dudes in very colorful, feminine fashion, outlandish clothing that looks like it's from the Capitol and the Hunger Games that shows nothing about a car? But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe this is something that appeals to rich people only or something. It comes off as very pretentious and unnecessarily artsy, but not even efficient or relevant to the product that they're supposedly selling. I mean, unless Jaguar is branching out into different products, maybe paint or makeup or clothes? What are they doing? Is this for a fashion show that Jaguar is sponsoring? What are these? Okay, this one's really pretty. You know, like, this is cute. Very alien-esque. But I know one thing, though. They've definitely done a good job at making themselves look way more unappealing. Like, ew, what is this? Like, what in the masculine breed of tar? You know, I used to want a Jaguar car, specifically because of the cat. You know, you don't really hear people talking about Jaguars unless you're casual geographic.
And since this walking vice grip has the strongest bite of any cat, that means it puts the Cayman in a coffin by biting through its skull and piercing its walnut-sized brain. After the Jaguar cancels his life subscription, he'll then manhandle the Cayman out of the water. Just for the record, Cayman can grow to weigh hundreds of pounds. It's like deadlifting a washing machine, but only using your teeth.
And whenever you do hear people outside of that talking about them, they usually mistake them for leopards. They're very stealthy and extremely powerful cats. I have always admired them, and when I was little, I used to pretend I was a cat. I know, crazy. So when I found out that there was a car that was based on a cat or inspired by one or what have you, I was like, ooh, I want that car when I grow up. Any animal like this that is this powerful to bring down something like 3 times its size by itself just by its sheer force alone is crazy inspiring. And for them to have based a car on this creature, to me, means that this car is not only stealthy, but incredibly powerful. Well, you know how much this thing weighs? And look how the Jaguar just drags it by its freaking throat down into the freaking valley like the thing has freaking wheels on it. I mean, come on. Yeeted that bitch out of there. So yeah, when I saw the logo, I was very intrigued. Seeing that mighty Jaguar icon leaping over into yonder is always breathtaking. You could feel the power. It always gave the cars a very sleek and premium and exotic feel. As it should. Even in the older brand, like you can see here, they still have the Jaguar cat at the forefront. It's called Jaguar. Sure, it didn't start out like that, but it made sense that most of the logos correlated and represented what the name was, which was Jaguar. See all the cats? And that's the only thing that got rebranded. It is the one thing that makes Jaguar stand out from the competition because as far as I know, it is the only car brand that has a big cat leaping over the letters. So yeah, breathtaking. You can distinguish it from the others. But now, this is what we've got. I don't know. It's so forgettable and smooth. It looks like a nipple bottle. Someone is trying to tank the business, clearly. Because you cannot tell me, they can't be serious. You can't take this, which was iconic and unique, readily recognizable, and then make it into this with the worst font you could use because everything just meshes in with each other and blends. So you have to really look. And if I'm standing from afar, I'm sorry. I'm gonna think that's some kind of Netflix show that I'm not interested in. And this does not feel like an upgrade. It feels like a downgrade. I don't know what they were thinking. What is this, Jaguar Light? It looks horrible. I get what they were trying to do by make the J at the end the opposite or upside down version of the one at the beginning. Then you have Agua in the middle, but it looks terrible to me. I'm sorry. Look at how powerful these car logos are. When everyone sees Mercedes, you know, without even having to see the lettering, that this is Mercedes-Benz. You know, without needing to see the words, that this is Audi. Without having to read the words on here, you know that's Lamborghini. I don't know what that is. Bentley with the wings, you can recognize that. Without having to see the letters, if I only saw the cat, I would think immediately Jaguar. Every car logo has something that makes it stand out. So yeah, you need stuff to make you stand out, but the Jaguar so-called rebranding, it's like it's going out of its way not to be noticed. They want to be talked about, they want attention, but they don't realize that the kind of attention that they're trying to garner for themselves is going to make them end up being forgotten after all of this is done. People are going to look at them as entertainment, like I am right now, and think to themselves, haha, that was funny, that was freaking ridiculous. Anyways, not gonna buy that, not that I can afford it. If this is a marketing strategy that works for rich people, then cool, but here's the other thing you gotta consider, right? Unless they come out with a very banger automobile, when rich people buy this, if other rich people look at this as having negative attention or having a social stigma attached to it, like the first Sonic trailer that we saw, even though they don't live in the little social bubble that we all live in, which is the real world, they're so egotistical and prideful that they want to look good in front of not only other rich people, but in front of, well, us, the lay people. Someone who owns a Jaguar or a Bentley, they stand out from everybody else because the majority of us cannot afford those cars. So if we look at that car and we're like, ew, that's what you're rocking, that's not gonna make them feel too good about themselves. So this is kind of hilarious. Then again, like I said, they could be trying to create this controversy and then they're gonna come out with a banger product and be like, okay, now that we got people looking at us and talking about us because we did a ridiculous commercial, now we're gonna drop the ball. I don't know if that's the case though, because here's the other thing. I was looking more into this and apparently Jaguar's marketing director mentions DEI and a whole bunch of stuff that I have no idea what that has to do with the car. Here he is. Another YouTuber found the video where he's talking about stuff that I have no idea what the correlation is between that, his subject matter, and the product they're supposed to be selling. Unless this was about something else, but then this is powered by Jaguar, so I don't know.
Jaguar, we're passionate about our people, and we're committed to fostering a diverse, inclusive, and unified culture that is representative not only of the people who use our products, but in a society in which we all live. A culture where our employees can bring their authentic selves to work. And we're on a transformative journey of our own, driven by a belief in diversity, inclusion, creativity, policy, and most importantly, action. We've established over 15 DEI groups, such as Pride, who are here tonight in the back. Thank you guys for coming. Women in Engineering and Neurodiversity Matters. We've launched major policy revisions such as transitioning at work to drive equity and support for our communities, embracing individuality as our superpower.
Wow, okay.
It's almost as if that person was trying to fit the word diversity as many times as possible within his speech. And I'm still confused. Diversity is great and all that. What does this have to do with the car? What in the world? What does this have to do with the car? I swear to God, these people are so full of themselves. I swear, it's like, you're the marketing director, so was said, but it's like you're marketing something else. It's like they took him off of a project for something else and decided to put him on the project to sell the car or rebrand it, and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Like, okay, you're gay, I'm guessing. Why is all of the freaking diversity and queerness part of the product marketing for a vehicle. I just don't understand. Are they okay? Well, maybe he's fishing for a specific type of audience, because whether you're gay, straight, no matter what color you are, as long as you have the money, I'm guessing, doesn't really matter. You want to buy the product. So if you're introducing a new product, show the product, or at least tease the product. I look at these people, I just feel like these people don't take anything seriously. So what does the car look like? And if anything, now I'm not even interested. Like I said, not that I could even afford that car in the first place, but now it's not even something that I can aspire to get in the future. You know how everyone's like, man, one day I'd love a BMW. One day I'd love a Viper. Lotus Elise, that's the car I really used to want after playing Midnight Club. I know I'll never be able to afford that car. And most people I know, from what I've heard, some other wealthy type guys that I've spoken to, they rent most of the cars that you see them driving. Maybe they own a couple, but most of the ones they have, they just rent them. If they're going on an outing or a dinner, they just rent the cars. Still expensive to do so, but they're like, I'm not gonna own it. Why do I own it? I could just rent it and drive a different car each week. But let's say I had the ability to rent a car like that, I don't think I'd want to. Now, here's the thing. Even if a lot of people think, oh, I can afford a BMW, I can afford a Jaguar, whatever car that is usually in the upper scale luxury type cars, you can save up your money and get one. What most people don't consider is that these cars are expensive to maintain. That's because these cars the parts are they're costly. It's not like a Toyota or a Honda where they're a dime a dozen and you can easily get those parts. The Jaguar car, something goes wrong on them, and where you probably pay $1,500 for one car to replace or work on a certain issue, you'd probably pay upward to $4,000 or more for a Jaguar. See, this little clip that I'm looking at, this is what you would see as a commercial for a car. I mean, dude, look how sleek this is. This is beautiful. Ooh. Sometimes I just watch these videos just to look at the cars. I'll never be able to afford to maintain or to keep something like this, but man, it is spanking nice and sexy. Look at that, damn. Not saying it's okay, not saying I'm one of those people, but I can understand on some very small level why there are people out there that want to screw their cars. Again, I know that sounds disgusting, and yes, something is very disturbing about that. Do what you want. I don't want to judge anyone, but when you have a car that looks so good, so satisfyingly pleasing to the eye, I mean, look at that ass. Of course, there's some wires that might get confused in some people to think that that equals intercourse. They're like, damn, I love this car so much. It's so beautiful. I can't take it. And just like when you see something that's so cute, you want to eat it and you get confused momentarily. Like you want to bite it because of how cute it is. And you're just like creating like acts of violence upon the thing. I understand how some people will be like, damn, that's so beautiful, I have to fuck it. But even though it's not like a human being, it's an object, which is like a very glorified, extremely expensive mechanical fleshlight thing. Don't know how we got here. But anyway, the point of the matter is this video is just making me want a car like this. This video does not. I mean, what are y'all doing? So apparently Jaguar has been answering people when Elon Musk asks, do you sell cars? Jaguar says, yes, we'd love to show you. Join us for a cuppa in Miami on 2nd of December. Warmest regards, Jaguar. Someone else said, this is surely a joke. Jaguar says, a pivotal moment. Benevola says, where's the car? Jaguar replied, the story is unfolding. Stay tuned. See, I told you, they're gonna have some big reveal. Guys, look at this car. We're getting you guys talking about this so you can be ready for when we drop the ball. Marketing genius. John Brown says, what the actual hell is this? Jaguar says, the future. Frederick Wolf says, awful, awful ad. Is this supposed to rescue your tarnished brand? Jaguar says, quite the opposite. This is a renaissance. Oh, what's funny is people on Twitter, dude. Someone put up a video and said, I fixed it. Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I like that.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Someone else said the damage Jaguar marketing did to once iconic brand should be studied. Their social team just making an absolute mess of all the reputation capital Jaguar built over decades. Stop letting dumb interns hijack brands. The parody Elon Musk page says Jaguar is the official car for men who get periods. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm not even gonna read that. Is that a real car? Yeah, that's a good point too. They have AI. We don't even know if all those people are real. You don't know what's real now. Why wouldn't you use AI to its full extent of, oh my god. They're probably the kind of people who are like, AI's evil! It's gonna replace us even though we have no fucking talents. 5'3" and an attitude. I mean, I'm 5'2". Is that how short I look? Oh my god, do I really look like that? Like, I feel like I look normal, but then like when you look at pictures of other 5'2" people, well, she's 5'3". If you look at pictures of other 5'2" people, like next to most other people, we always look extra freaking small. It's just weird. Oh my god. Someone said, behold our newest ad campaign, Jaguar. I know that was freaking gross. That's how I feel when people do it. Are you sure this will help us sell more cars? Jesus. Cars? Jaguar copied nothing. Well, maybe other people copied people for a reason, because you're trying to do something different, but you forgot to act. Never mind. Ooh, this next one. When Lamborghini said that, we don't do commercials because our target audience isn't sitting around watching TV, that hit me. Oh. Damn, that's true though. That's true. They're out on freaking yachts or whatever the hell they're doing, building space rockets and putting them into space and making them self-land and preparing us to go to Mars. That's what they're doing. I will never get tired of this freaking Michael face. Like, when I first watched The Office, I didn't even finish watching it, but I saw this part where he was obviously sad and we're supposed to feel sad for him, and he does this face and I started cracking up. Like, I actually was turning blue and red and like all the colors of the rainbow at the same time. I looked like the freaking Jaguar ad. That was crazy. 10 years ago, Jags are badass muscle cars for villains. Today, yas, queen, great race. What? Oh, stop. Why does his face look like that? Why do their faces look like freaking, like they have ketchup in the middle of their esophagus? Look at them. Ew, look at that guy in the back with his freaking peen haircut. Oh my god, this is terrible. You know those fashion shows where people are wearing plastic bags from Walmart and they're calling it fashion? That's what this is giving. Wow. And what is going on with the torso? Why are they all looking crinkly underneath? What are they wearing? What does this have to do with the car? Damn. Full-on narcissism. I kind of feel bad for the models because they're just doing whatever. What are we here for? Just do what we say. Okay. At the end of the day, they're like, what was that? Was it a commercial for? Cars. What, really? It was? Going on with freaking Lex Luthor over here. Or who's the woman from the Doctor Strange movie? The ancient one. Yeah, that's her. That's the energy of this thing. Damn. Oh, people have no chill. Oh my god. Is that real? That's kind of cool if it is. Bro, this is so entertaining to me. I'm so confused. You know when you watch something and you're like, what in the fresh hell? What in the spiky caterpillar am I looking at? Did the Skittles become human? Why is his hair cut into the shape of Pac-Man? Why does this person look like the embodiment of Pac-Man? This looks like the poster for a disturbing dystopian sci-fi horror. And I would totally watch the shit out of that. I hope that's what this is. I hope it's in conjunction with one of those. Because if it's something like Severance, I'm getting Severance vibes here. Are you guys getting Severance vibes? Totally. Hunger Games, Capital. Yeah, I would watch that because I want to see what happens. I want to see what's wrong, why people look like this. They all look dead inside. Maybe they're supposed to because, you know, they're models or whatever, but I would watch whatever this is, not to pay for it for free, but I would want to know what is happening. Are they trying to copy the stupid movie that I did a review on that everyone hated me for, but I was just being real? What's it called again? Yeah, I already forgot the name. Substance. There you go. Is that supposed to be a play on that or something? I want to forget this now. The more you look at it, the more disturbed I feel. Or the more I look at it. What are this? The new, like, Manhattan fashion superheroes? Except they need to save themselves. I don't know, bro. It's just very disturbing to look at. They all look so unhappy. Like, if you're modeling clothes, that's normal because everyone's supposed to be focused on the clothing. Yeah, they look intimidatingly uncanny for some reason. I don't know what it is. Why is he here? Like, You know, it doesn't matter. The more questions you ask is the more confused you become, so I'm not even gonna bother going down that hole. Yeah, good job, Jaguar. I just sure as shit hope that when the car finally drops, you have a banger, because for you to take this much of a risk in making yourself exceedingly ridiculous, having your characters wear freaking dog neck pillows around their waist, you must have an ace up your sleeve. And I really hope it's a big one, because what's gonna be more embarrassing than this advertisement is if you drop the car and it's worse. So I hope you know what you're doing. I hope you're a genius. Let's see what happens.
You all hate our rebrand, but I'm here to reassure you, we have a vision here. We hear you. It looks like a vape brand that only children buy. You said that replacing the Jaguar head with a monogram was like murdering a British icon. We might as well have shot Paddington Bear.
Cut! You're supposed to be reassuring them.
Let's fix the new Jaguar logo. A day ago we were introduced to this. There's all sorts of issues, the kerned out spacing, the capital G among the lowercase letters, the fashion models. The only thing historical that has any brand equity is this Jaguar hidden in these lines, but you can't see the damn thing. Let's fix that. So I took this guy and I traced him. It's kind of jagged, a little funky, the geometry's not great. So I fixed all that and made it sleek, aggressive, and fast. And then I looked at the typography and color from the past and was inspired by that to create this mark. Inspired by the future. Electric, but historically inspired. This is my idea for the new Jaguar logo.